LGBTQ 1-minute news. Let's queer up the USA view. LGBTQ plus Americans turn to firearms amid rising fears under Trump. A growing number of LGBTQ plus people and other marginalized Americans are turning to gun ownership as fears of Trump-era authoritarianism rise. NPR reports liberals who once rejected firearms now feel unprotected by institutions. The report documents 27 transgender or gender-nonconforming people killed this year, most by gunfire. Charles, a black physician in Maryland, now trains weekly, saying the possibility of being targeted, quote, is not out of the question any longer, end quote. Gun rights groups like the Pink Pistols say interest is surging as safety anxieties deepen. And I'm about to start a rainbow militia. Yes, I said it here first. No, joking. Honestly, like after Trump won, right? November was a real tough time, right? And we knew what January was coming. And I knew a couple of drag queens and I knew a couple of gender non-conforming folks that were utterly fearful. With good reason, right? We're still fearful today, right? ICE is real down here in South Florida. They will grab you if you even sort of smell like an habichuela, right? So, you know, it's scary times, right? And the fact that, I'm not going to blow up her spot, but a very well-known drag queen started a Facebook Messenger and was like, listen, let's all get our permits. Let's do this legitimately and let's get trained in firearms because we don't know what this Trump era looks like. You know, so this is the story doesn't surprise me too much, honestly.
I can't believe we're facing this. I mean, you know, because I've always been very against guns. I mean, by principle, not only that I'm afraid of them, but, you know, by principle, I'm against guns. But my boyfriend asked me recently, you know, about, you know, would you, consider getting a gun? And I was like shocked. I didn't know what to say. You know, he's a Democrat too, but, you know, I'm like, a liberal, again, is this the sign of the times?
My wife too, but guns don't kill people. People kill people.
But you know what? There's something. My brother-in-law, he's an ex-police guy. He's got tons of guns. I go up there. I'm shooting with him and my sister, and we're all shooting together. I think it's actually kind of a good way to bridge some gaps in a different way with the MAGA crowd, with those other. Yeah, I think
NRA people.
Instead of thinking about shooting them, going to the range and shooting with them, you get to know a lot of other people that are big Second Amendment folks, a lot of Republicans, you know, and you actually find a lot more common ground that way when they don't think of you.
And you tell them you're gay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're less afraid of that than people think. If you tell them that and you're shooting next to each other, there's something about it that there's some camaraderie.
There's a camaraderie.
Yeah, that like they don't think of you as being this liberal, like you're just saying she, the, he, him, the they, sir, whatever. If they see you with a gun, they're like, okay.
They respect you all of a sudden.
Really.
They think of the possibility of you joining them.
Maybe. Well, I don't know about that, but I think they see you a little bit more like
an American.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I
do.
Crazy enough.
In Florida now, you can carry concealed weapons.
Yeah.
So it is a safety issue for many people, especially people in schools. Teachers are worried. People in LGBTQ spaces are worried. But whether you are or against guns, if you're going to get a gun, get trained, get licensed, learn safety. If you're going to get a gun, get trained and learn the safety of it and use it correctly. Because that'll save some lives there too.
And don't get killed by your own gun.
Yep.
Just say it. I'm going to say it because that's my concern. If you're going to get a gun and you're not going to know how to use it, you're going to get killed by your own gun. I don't want that. So if you get a gun, train yourself, be responsible, but be ready because you may have to use it. So.
Yeah. Well, that is an LGBTQ 1-minute news story. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.